You're listening to Curdle Holler, Season 6, Episode 4. We have always lived in the castle.
Hey, Sheriff, can't talk too long this morning. I gotta get the town ready for Halloween, even though Chip is missing, and Evil Chip is probably gonna destroy the town, and also we're getting sued. But what's up? I was actually looking for you, by the way. Why are you throwing things on my desk? We don't throw things.
That's my badge, caretaker. I know you's gonna ask for it, and you'd be right to do so.
I wasn't gonna ask for your badge. Why? Oh. This is because Chip got kidnapped. I know you feel bad, Sheriff, but it's not your fault. It was a hall of mirrors, a lot going on. Anyway, I was trying to find you because...
Don't make this hard, Bonita. I know my failures is a reflection on your leadership, because people got us linked up in their minds. Think of the sheriff, think of Bonita. You know how it is.
Well...
Here's my weapons.
No, don't put your slime guns on my desk.
Squirt.
What's the keyboard, baby?
And splurt.
All over my parade routes, all over them.
They served me well.
They are leaking.
Now maybe they served somebody else, you shoot them around your office or, whatever. They yours now.
No, thanks.
Just till I make it up to you. Till then, Deputy Terry gonna step up and take my place. And yeah, she a little bit wild still and can't reach the gas pedal. But, Apple Bob, well, that's rough there, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hold on, Sheriff.
And you can't call me Sheriff no more. I'm Officer Bones Malone.
Sheriff.
What?
You're being too hard on yourself, and also, we're gonna get Chip back this afternoon.
What? You talking about a rescue on Chipperoo? Today?
Yes, you didn't answer your phone yesterday, but if you had, I would have told you that we were gonna track down Chip today after lunch. Zoltan has been on the wall charger for about 2 years now, which should be just enough zap for 3 people to zoop over to Evil Chip's timeline and then zoop back over here with Chip.
The good Chip.
Yep, that one. We'll figure out everything else once we're back.
But you doing a rescue, you gonna need some firepower.
That's true. And since you're not available, and Deputy Terry has to watch the town, I guess I'll take the gargoyles.
Come on now.
Or maybe Marco.
No, Bonita.
Or the old man and his dog.
You can't take them. You'll never make it out alive. You need somebody with horse sense and slime pistols. You got to reinstate me right now, caretaker. It's too important.
Okay, Sheriff. Reinstated. Now take Twerk and Blurp, and I'll meet you downtown at high noon, okay? Anything else?
You know I got to shoot this pistol in here to make it official.
Fine.
Reinstated.
You're in Curdle Holler.
Curdle holler, curdle holler.
Curdle Holler, Curdle Holler.
Curdle holler, curdle holler.
Curdle Holler, Curdle Holler. Yeah.
Curdle holler, curdle holler. Curdle holler, curdle holler. Curdle holler, curdle holler.
Curdle holler, curdle holler. Welcome to Beautiful, spooky cool, Curdle holler.
Curdle holler, curdle holler.
Baby, curdle holler, curdle holler.
Curdle Holler, Curdle Holler.
Curdle holler, curdle holler.
Welcome to your afterlife. Knock, knock. Your 8 a.m. has arrived.
There he is. Old back-in-time Batsinger. Always up to something. Who could have seen this coming? Venus! Did you know? Yeah, he is that thing you just called him.
Thank you for seeing me, Madam Caretaker. I can see you have a veritable string of epithets ready to unwind at yours truly.
Oh, stop performatively looking at my knickknacks like you're just gonna come in here all,
Oh, what a pity your little office is so cute, Bonita, 'cause you won't have it anymore after my lawsuit.
No, Bonita, I was just admiring your little ceramic Frankenstein. I actually feel quite a bit of grief and turmoil churning in my soul over that particular outcome you speak of.
Yeah, you looked really torn up over it on the news, strutting around in your little suit, tugging on your suspenders, bragging about how you're gonna sue the town and the ESQUIRE Council while the reporters just ate it up.
Oh, you know a little flash and dazzle helps you get big actions done. I ain't seeking the spotlight to grow my own head now.
Oh, yeah, so you're seeking the spotlight to serve others.
I better
Sure.
not. I better not. Nuh-uh. Look what done walked in here while I was gone. Bonita, I brung you a breakfast burrito because you're going to need some protein for our interdimensional rescue of Chipperoo. But Belfry Batsinger, you get out of here. I arrest thee. Arrest thee.
He's fine, Sheriff. He has an appointment. A very brief one. And thank you for the burrito, but what I said sounded cooler before I had to say that part.
Well, you welcome. Now I'll be out here eavesdropping. Don't you do so much as look at her crosswise back in time, boy. I ain't having it. I won't do it. I'm the law. She's like you forgot around.
So, I take it you're here to walk me through this little lawsuit you're cooking up.
Well, I guess there's no need to draw it out like a mad phlebotomist, Madam Caretaker. I believe I can make a case that the ESQUIRE Council has shirked their duty to us by letting us off the rails too much. The happenings of recent years have been disruptive to the town and left it vulnerable for future catastrophe. Now, since we know they have the magical authority to reset our soul's journey, I believe they ought to.
These events that you're referring to that the council neglectfully let happen,
Time travels, fate blockers, and loopholes. All your major ones. My daddy and that abacus bead, Scooflupper lift, the cosmic slime, the music box murders.
portal apocalypse?
Yes, these are all disasters that can be avoided next time if we get a reset. And yes, I'll own to having a measure of personal motivation in the matter. Why, I could be reset pure as a snow white dove.
You'd have to go pretty far back in time to do that. What year did you first spawn here again?
The lawsuit simply demands that our town be reset to the year 603.
Oh, the year you got ousted as caretaker when I got the whole town to turn out to elect Albert because you were super corrupt. Precious memories.
Bonita, the heat coming off your tongue is scorching me something fierce. But when you cool off a bit and think about it, you'll admit there's bukus of reasons to go back. Why, you yourself wouldn't even have to go get Chip clearly unkidnapped. Probably walled up in some old oubliette as we speak, complaining that his hairline hurts.
Yes, or that he doesn't have his phone charger, and yeah, that's pretty annoying. But no, I don't want to literally go back in time to avoid responsibility. Nobody in their right mind would want to do that.
Well, now, Bonita, based on the response I've gotten from the citizenry, plenty of people are on board with the idea of winding the clock back a little bit.
Who? Name one person who's better off going back.
Armando, he done lost his talent grill to my daddy's their soup and nonsense. He been running a restaurant at that location for 100 years, and to see it replaced by a TGI doomsday.
On principle, I reject this.
I do admire your principles.
This whole thing is obviously about your wanting to be caretaker again instead of me.
Who's to say you wouldn't become caretaker again? Cream rises to the top, Bonita. I dare say you will be a formidable woman in this or any future.
But I'm not even worried about myself in this scenario. What about the new people who weren't here before? They're just going to be gone?
Like who?
I don't know. Bobby Carnuckle? Buddy and Susan?
You want to leave the town susceptible to all kinds of karmic and interdimensional shenanigans because of Buddy and Susan?
Everybody's journey is worth saving.
Buddy and Susan. Them doll babies who's currently outside playing in the dumpster.
Get out of here, Belfry. I can't with you anymore.
Well, that's all right. I'll be back to Benji here tomorrow.
I didn't mean any more today, Belfry. I meant any more.
Well, if that is true, Bonita, it's all the more reason to go forward with going back. Oh, that's a good slogan. Hang on, let me write that down. Where's my little notebook? I'm one of them ghosts on
You
the
get
cover.
out of here. You done enough. I'm getting in, Bonita.
All right, Sheriff, what's the suit?
No, you come on now.
Hold
You come on now, Belfry. I don't care if I must the
doing here?
suit.
I'm leaving.
I'll must it. I'll must it if I must. You best believe I will, boy. Come on. Sheriff here with the evil chip log. We up at town square, me and the caretaker, for Operation Evac Special Boy.
Is that the name we're choosing?
We just walk around shooting the breeze, waiting on the third member of our action rescue squad. Supposed to be here in 1 minute.
He'll be here. Wait for it.
Flynn!
Hey,
There he
right on
is. Give us some
time.
skin, boy.
Rock and roll.
Thanks for doing this, Fred. When we heard Evil Chip was holed up in an evil castle, we knew you were just the vampire for the job.
I could not resist your invitation, for I am ever ready to aid my friends in a time of need.
That's right. We're gonna get Chip back because he's our friend and he belongs to us.
We gonna have a redemption.
Okay, the Zoltan doll has enough juice to zoop us over there and back with 1 chip, and that's it. So we have to make this count.
I cannot imagine that Pumpkin will allow you to use his Zoltan without exacting some great cost. What did you give for this privilege?
I have to play Popsicle Stick Family at a time of his choosing.
Ooh, that goes on a while.
We respect your sacrifice.
Yeah, now how does this work?
I seen Pumpkin squeeze the legs together like, yeah, like that.
And press the button under his billowing felt cape.
Ooh, his eyes are glowing.
I wonder what this evil chip realm gonna look like, y'all.
A vast company town wasteland.
Probably a stage involved.
It's gonna be cars, y'all.
Wow, so very strange.
What I tell you, it's cars everywhere.
Beneath a red sky and eternal night.
But no castle. It's some kind of muscle car graveyard, but they're all stupid with like missiles and 500 tires for some reason.
I do like them ones with the lasers now, they cool. What kind do y'all like?
The ones with bat wings, obviously.
How about you, Bonita?
I like all the cars here.
Hey now, we gonna find you a car for girls that you gon' like, Bonita. You just watch. We gon' find it, ain't we, Fred?
Of course we will.
Very comforting, thank you. Guys, look at that car over there.
Ah, you have chosen the Ligorian with gold wings and slime green headlights.
Uh-huh, and on top of that car is a veiled figure who's been watching from the shadows.
Hey fella, we new out here. You know about some old castle? Probably a Castle Chip, Chipperoo, something like that.
Ah, you seek Mount Wigulus.
Yes, we seek Mount Vigulus.
I won't let another soul become trapped in that castle. No one may enter the Cowlick unless you can prove you are favored by the fates.
How do we do that?
You will answer the cootie catcher riddle.
Very
That's
well.
fine.
This is agreeable to us.
Okay, let's see. A boy I like. There are 3 of you. Ah! What is the special boy's real name?
You talk about Chip, I
Curious.
reckon.
Yeah, but real name?
That must mean before the afterlife.
Oh, Lord. You mean Kyle?
I've been expecting you, Benitor.
Hey, what's happening?
The monster trucks are making a path.
To reveal Mount Vigulus.
So tacky.
Woo,
so
golly bum, what am I
It is
looking
very
at
cheap.
here?
That is for sure.
Pass beneath the giant cool dude sunglasses and enter through the cowlick. Give my regards to Chip.
Which one?
Oh, which one? A jest for the ages. Which one? Have to remember that.
Stop fighting your seatbelt, Pumpkin, and sit.
How much candy they got back there?
This rickety old lorry is packed to the teeth with salty sour taffy, enough to last the entire Halloween carnival.
Yoey boy, yoey, 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 yoey.
Yes, The mysterious annex taffy has created quite a stir since Buddy and Susan set upon it with such febrile greed on the evening news.
But Granddaddy, why do they like that taffy and not my taffy?
As you know, Pumpkin, your taffy is popular as ever. We can't keep it in stock. Surely there is room in the town, and in your heart, for one more flavor.
No.
When we have earned their trust, they may yet share their secret. For now, I remind you of your duty as Candy Commissioner to support all confectionery activities.
So later I know it.
Perhaps. The deeds we perform today may prove to Mayor Sandy that we want to be good neighbors, for we can imagine the alternative. Generations of enmity and suspicion. Annexes gathered along our streets in dark colloquy, whilst we loom unblinking among their cornstalks with accusing stares and...
He's a big boy.
It is slug season.
Can I have him, Granddaddy?
He obeys no master, and so we must wait. Why not use this opportunity to check on our candied cargo?
The candy!
It's gone. Pumpkin, did you remember to distract Buddy and Susan with the smelly piece of hide we found earlier?
Yes, but then I brag about the Lloyd taffy.
And so our weevils present themselves.
It's so good! Yo, I think I'm finally full! They ate the town of taffy, Granddaddy.
Sandy will not be pleased.
Now we got to loom the cornstalks.
Maybe not. I question whether this is prudent, but... Are you confident, Pumpkin, that you now know most of the ingredients to create salty sour taffy?
Yes.
Then with your knowledge and obsession with this saccharine secret, could we not stop by your candy factory and attempt to replicate some close facsimile of the candy?
Yes, we'll eat it right off the facsimile line.
Then with our slug now departed, let us speed to your candy factory and attempt our devilish experiment before meeting with Mayor Sandy.
I bet my taffy gonna be even better than his, but I'm still gonna copy his because I know how to do it. And y'all shouldn't have eat all my taffy, that was rude.
All right, now, sounds good, Atherton. I'm gonna let you go. And that's Belfry Batsinger, Esquire. Batsinger at law. Yep, gotta take another call. Hey, Shardley. Yeah, come on down. I'm set up at the theme park with my free refills and prize tickets for completed tasks. Yeah, we'll talk. Now, hold on, I gotta take this. Hold on. Batsinger at law. Uh-huh. Well, look here, Patricia. I know it's audacious, preposterous, and perplexing, but it is necessary, and it's the fault of the town and the Elsewhere Council that they failed in their duty to secure time. Yeah, that's a quote. Yep, Belfry Batsinger, Esquire. All right, we'll do it. Bye. Bye.
Look, Daddy, I'm a lawyer.
There you go, Percy. Put down that stamp, boy. I ain't put my name on your coloring pages. You ain't even stating them lines.
I'm bored. I want to do something important, like Daddy.
Oh, yes, important. Got me making mimeographs like a secretary. Oh, I thought you want to help around here. I ain't complaining. It's just a wearisome enterprise. Oh, well, looky here. It's Chuck and Sam dragging up the rear.
Sorry, boss. Lot of friction on the way over.
Burned by Heine. Bring it over here. Come get these papers. Here.
Ooh, papers. Big deal, right?
That's about 24 summons I need to serve for my court case.
Okay, so we hand these out to our friends and neighbors, and while they're preoccupied...
We bonk 'em in the brains and bring 'em back to the office.
No, y'all just hand out the papers, okay? Can y'all handle it? Just say, you served, something like that. Then they compelled to answer questions before the judge.
Hey, no fair. I want to do that.
You know what? You're worn out my patience. I got plenty to do here, opening statements, all that jazz. I've seen how you scoot around town, so here. Y'all take some of these. You and Daddy go help Chuck and Sam pass out summons.
Gibby, Gibby, Gibby.
Percy. Daddy'll hold 'em. He'll give 'em to you a few at a time. Come on, Percy. Let's set to work.
I can hold him. I can hold him, Daddy. Give it here.
Chuck, Sam, y'all be nice.
Well, it's past the bunch.
Well, hello, Rock Brothers. How can I help y'all today?
Remember how you said you wished you could do the marriage workshop all over again?
So everyone could hear your lovely voice one more time?
Well, sure. That would be wonderful.
Summoned!
Am I in trouble?
Yeah, I don't know. You've been summoned because you want to turn back time.
But I didn't mean
See
it
you
like
in
that.
court!
I wish I could turn back time right now.
Double summon.
Miss Weaver, you gotta slow down.
You have to talk while I'm inspecting parade floats, or it's just not gonna happen, you two. So what do you want?
Your glasses, Chuck.
Did you not say last Halloween that you, quote, wish you could have that classy get-together all over again and not tell Mr. Fly, end quote?
Yeah, so what? He's always doing this, like he's washing his hands or something. It's annoying. Who cares?
You've been summoned. You take that back, you sneaky underhanded brute! You take it back! Ow! Ow! Oh!
You've been summoned, Ronnie Roach.
And this paper now, that's mine to keep.
What do you want, you ossified idiots?
Summons for Summon Simon.
What? See you in court!
Sheriff on your left, wig bats. Say hello to shampoo and conditioner.
Nice.
Hey, did y'all hear how I said my slime pistols were shampoo and conditioner? On account of those are wig bats?
Yeah, Sheriff, that was what I was referring to when I said nice. Man, this castle is predictably weird.
It is unlike any creepy castle I have ever encountered in my many years of counting. Never before today have I had to fight off skeletons wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, by the way, Fred, your idea to play that Curtis Cretan guitar solo on your phone music app was genius.
Thank you, Bonita. I had hoped to distract the creatures, but I never could have predicted that the sunglasses skeletons would reflexively stop their advance and use their swords to play air guitar.
See here, y'all. Do you think we can get this here door open? I bet it's going to take us deeper into the castle.
The door handle is greasy, likely from a fire steak sandwich. I am guessing Chip, or Evil Chip, has been here recently.
Yeah, you'd think the bandages would absorb the grease, but no.
Dang, come on.
Chip? Is that you?
Yeah, Bonita. Oh, wow. Thank you for coming to rescue me. It's so good to see you and Count Fangula and, for some reason, the sheriff.
Boy, what you mean for some reason?
Bonita, why is the sheriff part of your rescue team? Don't you know he's a bad guy?
Not for a really long time, Chip. Are you okay?
And when did you dye your hair, Bonita? Red suits you. I always thought your blonde was a little brassy. Plus, you were copying me. I was just too polite to say so.
Chip, that is all very rude, which tracks, but I have never had blonde hair.
Mein Gott, this is not our Chip.
Imposter! It ain't at all.
Okay, fine, you got me. I'm probably not your Chip.
Well, but you ain't evil, Chip. Are you some kind of other Chip?
You guys are gonna love this corridor. Hey, Nita, did you bring my phone charger? Nita, sorry I brought your pocketbook to another dimension. I thought I was only gonna be here for a few minutes, but I think I might be trapped here.
What the?
Hail, Detour! The earth trembles beneath the heft of your mighty hooves.
Guys?
Nita, your makeup looks different. Did you put on 25 to 30 Did you bring pounds? Put my prisoner rations in
Back off now, back off, y'all, all you Chips. Don't make me slime you.
Yes, Chips, you simply must stop clamoring. Your collective cheapness threatens to overwhelm us all.
Other Chip, what gives?
You mean with the chips?
Yes, I mean the chips.
Bonita, you used to be a squid. Oh, that. Well, we're different Chips who all failed to stop Evil Chip from various timelines.
Holy
How could this be? Is the chip from our timeline even in this castle? Of course your chip is in this castle. The castle just happens to be full of other chips.
I'm feeling woozy. All these chips at once? My annoyance level is dangerously high.
Bonita, your forehead vein is throbbing.
We gotta get out of here. Other Chip, can you take us to where our chip is? Do you even know where that is?
Sure I know. Your chip is in the Tiro assembly chamber with Evil Chip. Tiro has been assembled and is ready to rampage. Can you take us there? No problemo. It's nice to see you guys, even if you're not the ones I know.
Okay, small problem. How are we gonna get past all these chips?
Ooh, I got an idea, y'all.
A magazine rolled up in your holster? That's your idea?
It's my emergency bathroom reading material. Thank you very much, Bonita. Sensitive topic.
What are you gonna do with...
Hey, Chips.
Huh?
Look, look at this here car magazine.
Cars for us! Oh, cars! Magazine. Run! While the chips are distracted by the car magazine!
Come on, Other Chip! Take us to the Tiro assembly chamber!
Detour into the castle!
Support for Curdle Holler Community College Radio comes from listeners like you. This program is brought to you in part by Pumpkin Store, the store where my granddaddy lives. I'm Albert Ghost. Now we continue with our 6-part series on pottery shards, shards of fascination. I'm here with the collector.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Ghost. Pottery shards reveal a great deal about pottery habits of ancient civilizations.
Is it true that the most mundane of shards can yield great insights about the cultures in which the shards were once complete jars and jugs?
Absolutely. I've brought along a shard that was once part of an urn owned by Tiro's tax attorney. According to etchings on the shard, Tiro owed 3 cubits at the time for sheep shearing.
That is an exhilarating insight about Tiro. As you know, Collector, the mecha giant Tiro is a hot topic due to the current threat that he might be reassembled.
He might. I'll save the pottery shard for when he gets here. He'll probably want it.
I agree, he might.
Hey, cheese sticks! Here comes Percy, Joe, and Josh Jr., Esquire, attorney at law!
Well, listeners, it seems as though Belfry Batsinger's little half-brother Percy has entered our studio with a stack of what appears to be legal paperwork. Could this be related to the Batsinger go-back lawsuit that is the talk of the town? We'll let you know after we get back from an impromptu 87-minute classical music break.
Ba-da-ba-da! Get your heads out of your butts and listen to me, stupids! I present a legal submission for some guy named the Collector.
Legal summons? Whatever for?
Stupid old courthouse stuff, I don't know. Hey, did you know I can get to the secret level in Spidecraft? I bet you can't.
I don't know what that is.
Percy, is this a magically binding document that requires the Collector to appear before the court in Belfry's suit to the ESQUIRE Council?
Yeah, something stupid like that. Now you have to take it.
Oops, I dropped it.
Pick it up, Dubby.
I can't always pick things up. My wispy form proves to be a challenge sometimes.
How am I supposed to serve you if you can't hold the paper, idiot?
That one was your fault.
Percy, I believe you're required to read the summons aloud if the servee is unable to receive it.
Fine. This summons is binding forthwith.
Forthwith?
Forthwith, I knew that word, idiot.
I don't understand the necessity of this legal summons.
And the summons allergies.
Alleges?
Yeah, Dubby, I knew that word. Alleges that the Collector has suffered
Grievous?
grievous repercussions due to having been... Don't help me!
All right, I won't.
But tell me what that word is.
Annihilated?
Annihilated by a music box in the year 604. I knew that.
Goodness me. I forgot that I was annihilated by a music box. I got distracted while tracking down a particularly rare cereal box prize and forgot all about it.
Boring. Well, I'm done. Smell you later, onion rings.
Gracious, Collector. How many of these lawsuit summonses do you think the Batsingers are giving out today?
I'm not sure. I just had an insight about pottery shards, and I was hoping to resume our conversation on the radio.
Well, all right, we can do that. I think I'd better get in touch with Bonita soon. She might need some help in all this.
Pumpkin, I see that the test batch drum has been filled with ingredients. Do you think you have come close to replicating the annex taffy recipe?
I'm pretty close. Granddaddy, can I say one thing?
What, Pumpkin?
You look real cute with a hairnet. And them paper shoe covers.
I'll warn you not to mention the shoe covers, Pumpkin. Now, shall we create the mimicry taffy, or do you still lack ingredients?
I still missing a few, but I got all my best people on it. I believe you know my associate, Granny.
Good news, kid. The specters inside this mass spectrometer have identified ethyl butyrate and ethyl anthony.
Ah, Minerva dear, watching you torment specters in that way brings me back to your ghoulhood cotillion days.
I was a real piece of skull back then.
Still are, dear.
Okay, focus, y'all. Also guessing ingredients is my line supervisor, Mr. Giant Eyeball.
I'm good at seeing the big picture.
And I have also recruited my other employee, Copycat.
I feel honored to be part of the team.
Since he does copying, I told him to copy the recipe. We'll see what happens.
Thank you for putting your faith in me, Pumpkin.
Ah, yes. Surely Minerva's keen scientific mind and precise scientific tool will be put into concert harmoniously with the prodigious talents of Copycat.
I'm a big believer in synergy.
Do you want to hear what I've got so far?
Let's hear it.
Hey, look at me. I'm the taffy recipe. Ooga booga. I'm on an index card. Woo! I'm in blue ballpoint pen. Somebody spilled some cornstarch on me. Whoops.
Well, you off to a good start. That's correct about the cornstarch.
Yeah, but we need to know what's inside the taffy, Copycat, not the card the recipe's printed on.
Oh, man. I thought I was doing good.
I have an idea. Have you met Mayor Sandy, the annex worm who guards the taffy secret? Perhaps you can impersonate him and access his most dread desires.
That's a good idea.
Okay, here goes. Hi, I'm Mayor Sandy. I'm a worm with a pocket watch, a wiggle on my tail bottom. I love that super salty sour taffy because it tastes like banana.
Of course. You're a genius.
That's done it. Yes.
Good job, Copycat. Mwah.
Thank you, Pumpkin. I feel valued for my talents.
Hey guys, the specters have revealed that the taffy also contains a trace amount of diacetyl.
Thank you, Granny. Okay, you heard everybody. Let's dump all that in the taffy drum. I think we got it.
At last! The lair of evil Chip. Right, other Chip? Correct, Frederick Vampire. The assembly chamber and your chip are on the other side of this door.
Well, I got a bone to pick with you. It's locked.
Hold on. Maybe we can use one of my hairpins.
Afraid not, Nita. This lock is hairpin proof. Evil Brother learned his lesson ages ago, from the many other times you had this very idea.
Brother.
Bonita, you must have terribly good phone service. You should have no service, seeing as you're not on the Chip family plan.
Well, wait now. It says your DoorDash driver is approaching. But that means...
The window.
Awesome! It's Henry Vex.
It's a Vex drone, and he's carrying a wet paper bag with somebody's food delivery?
Henry Vex machine, what you doing out here in the Chiplands, boy?
Delivering nourishment to my intrepid friends.
Yeah, we didn't order anything. And how did you get here? You didn't time travel again, did you?
No, I'm not doing that anymore. Jeez. But I did locate a drone from an earlier expedition. It's set to self-destruct, though, so let's make this quick.
We did not order any foodstuffs, Henry Vex. And yet, we will take them.
No! This order is for Bonita, and Bonita only.
I don't know what you're up to, Henry, but we don't have time for this. We have to get in that room and rescue and yell at Chip for stressing me out.
There, Chip.
Hi, other Chip.
So unless that bag is holding a lurky turkey sandwich from Rocky's Cafe...
It is holding that.
Well, okay.
Psych! You've been summoned.
Summoned? This is for a court appearance on Halloween? You are summoned to appear at the Hall of Halloween Justice on the big day and explain why we shouldn't just do what Belfry Batsinger says because it sounds pretty good when he explains it?
I bet it don't, though. I bet it don't sound no good at all.
Don't worry. I got one, too. Everybody did. But you're gonna have to make a pretty good case, because Belfry reminded me a lot of weird bad stuff has happened. And some of it was my fault.
Boy, why you interrupting us, putting all this do-over talk in the caretaker's head when you know she about to go in there and stress out about some multi-chips and that old big boy android?
You get a bad rating when you turn down jobs.
Well, that makes sense, you know, working man.
Putting aside my rage for a moment, I can't believe we're seriously talking about going back. I mean, we've had some problems, sure, but...
Mostly due to Belfry.
Yes, due to Belfry. Thank you, Fred. But what happens if we do go back? Won't we forget everything that's happened to us?
Wait till I be married or
Like
divorced?
karate.
Yeah, who can remember?
You will forget, but the old you can live here among the chips. I'll show you how to use the midden. It's tricky.
We've got to get in this stupid door.
Oh, I can help with that. You see, I wanted to do something nice for you because my recent actions were in conflict with my value system. It made my heart feel weird. It's hard to explain.
That is guilt, Henry.
Anyway, here's a key to that door. Be careful. Looks pretty crazy in there from the window.
Thanks, Henry.
I like him.
Hey, so other Chip, don't want to rush you, but
Yes?
we asked you to take us to the Tiro assembly chamber, and I believe that you're still gonna do that.
Indeed I will.
And I know we had to take a brief stop to visit the commode. Now I'll own that. That's on me.
Yes? And then we also had to stop by the room full of pinball machines, which was not mission critical, but was, I believe, as you described it, to blow off some steam.
Y'all remember that one pinball machine with the painting of naked people on it?
Cupid's Funhouse?
Yes, we remember that one, yeah. But I can't help but notice that we've taken another quite long detour to the castle kitchen.
I was pretty hungry.
Yeah, it's just, can we hurry it up a little bit? We need to try to stop the assembly of Tiro and gotta rescue our Chip, all that good stuff.
Yes, hold on. I can walk and eat. Just let me improve my chip to sandwich ratio real fast.
Evil Chip!
Hey, brother.
Hey, what are you doing here? You're supposed to use the Wandering Chip employee kitchen, down in the cellar.
Yeah, but our microwave's been broken.
And you three, you've pursued me to my lair? I'm shocked.
Yes, and we demand our stupid Chip back.
Yes, and we also demand that you stop the assembly of Tiro at once. We cannot stand for the destruction of our beloved town.
Yeah, we also demand, well, I guess it was just them two things, mostly, but,
You can't know what you're up against. No less a force than fate itself. And I'm sorry, but I've got to destroy your town. Other chips! To me, other chips! Prepare some pizza rolls in the convection oven, the name brand. You, pour a snifter of the trashiest grape soda we have, the one that makes your teeth purple after you drink it. You, turn down the lights and get me my karaoke machine. I have to explain something to my visitors.
Let me see if I've got this right. You're telling us that a wise old version of you, who was a king...
Old King Chip, his name was.
Old King Chip, which sounds so stupid I cannot function, yet here I will try. Old King Chip came to you and said, "You've got to listen to me. Don't ask any questions, but the good and wholesome timeline in which things are as they should be will never come to pass if you don't assemble Tiro and let him loose in Curdle Holler at the height of its power."
Right.
And that's all he said.
That's all he said. And then he zooped away. Zooped away.
I'm really struggling with this. I think you can understand.
Chips, please refill the sheriff's dipping pot of ranch dressing at once.
Y'all got any of that boo cheese?
Please bring out an assortment of dipping sauces. He wants dip, the mixture, the 3 sacred condiments, skeleton ramekin.
Okay, and also the fact that this urgent plan, whatever it is, has happened across multiple timelines and led to multiple chips from multiple dimensions, literally getting stuck here in your evil castle and being your servants?
They're free to leave at any time. They just stay here because I have pizza rolls. I think the missing piece of the puzzle, Bonita, is that we do not understand the authority of this mysterious figure. This old King Chip you speak of. He's magnificent, very wise.
Okay, right, but we don't know him. He's just some old king.
Yeah, he ain't nobody to us.
Yeah, so why does it matter that he, of all people, told you to do this?
I just wish he would appear to us again. If he appeared to us right now, you would understand the quiet but unmistakable cosmic authority with which he spoke.
Wouldn't that be crazy if he just appeared right now?
Okay, since he's not...
I'm going to try to explain it to you. He has a presence, an essence. He rules in the timeline where all is perfect and just.
Hey, if we doing karaoke, I got dibs on Don't Stop a Screaming.
If we're doing karaoke, I am zooping away.
Let me paint a picture of a man with many faces, aura golden gleaming with an air of solemn graces. He never starts a fight, but he'll finish it in spades if another suited knight challenges him in a raid. He has a flair for dancing and a flair for writing laws. Reputation for romancing garners his share of applause. He wins computer games on controllers he's not used to. If you don't know his name, it's high time I introduced you to Old King Chip. He took back from the greedy and took coins from the misers. Old King Chip. He was so brainy he gave advice to his advisors, settling the storm. He can weather any crisis. Old King Chip, he is special and the wisest.
Quick question, is this happening? Are those villagers?
Yep, these villagers. Look at them outfits.
Dance with me, fair lady.
Okay.
The villagers, they are preparing to sing the second verse.
He's handsome as can be, the fairest king by far.
He drinks a keg of mead when he comes into my bar.
He gallops like the steeds that I raise inside my stable.
He's mighty like the trees we chop down to build our tables. His lungs are like two bellows blowing justice in the fire.
He is silver and distinguished, looks much better than the squires.
If you're not sure by now, we can run it back again. So please stand back and listen to our citizens' refrain.
It's Old King Chip. He comes from the past and he ruled in all the ages. It was Old King Chip. In every tome of history, he's filling all the pages. No matter what the path, we must guarantee he will be Old King Chip. He is what the future needs. Old King Chip. Old King Chip. He stands up for the little guy and rides against the giants. Old King Chip. Old King Chip. Took down an evil empire and dethroned all the tyrants. Settling a storm, he can weather any crisis. Old King Chip, he is special and the wisest.
Gotta admit, that's pretty good.
Alright, that could have been a lot worse.
You know, you done good, Evil Chip. Good singing.
Thank you.
Gotta go.
After him!
Makes me so proud to see all my taffy boxes lined up for tasting at the Halloween parade.
Buesha Deloy.
Everybody wants the secret, but nobody can have it unless you're from the annex.
That's what they say.
Mayor Sandy, please join us beside our Mamor-Papor chairs, where we have also piled a pine straw mound where you may coil in complete confidence that everything is normal, not at all contingent upon a high-stakes friendship experiment. Okay, 1 second. Just gotta taste some of the super secret salty sour taffy to make sure it's up to annex standards.
Uh-oh. Just going on copycat foul.
How? Mouthpart's working. Waving cilia, searching for answers. Same old taffy, eh, Mayor Sandy? Well, it's different.
Oh, just tell him.
Very well. Mayor Sandy, we have a wretched confession to make and submit ourselves to your terrible judgment. Okay. You see, we intended to honor your residence and your candy-making acumen by coordinating this taffy delivery. But we lost the shipment and tried to replicate the formula.
Did it work?
I believe, Pumpkin, that Sandy's discerning palate has given us up. But all these boxes, you made all this taffy by yourself?
We x-rayed the ingredients at my candy lab.
And sprayed cleaner to keep the dolls away, but they're back. There's Buddy and Susan working their way down the taffy table.
And a line has formed behind them.
Are you mad, Peppo Sandy?
Well, not really.
That's right.
Told ya.
Who could resist the mysterious pull of our secret recipe? And you did all this work to replace what you lost. I think you must really want that secret formula.
Correct.
You're real close, but still missing one ingredient.
Is it friendship?
No, it's real. And I might tell you very soon, as long as nothing too exciting happens to shock my fragile constitution.
That's fair.
Come watch the parade with us, Sandy.
Okay. Is this gonna be the last one, if the town goes back in time?
Not for me. I always have a parade.
You and me both, hon. Come sit on my lap.
Some say time repeats itself. What happened before is happening, and is yet to occur.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Hayride King rides again!
What do you think, Mr. Rochester? I think not all players have entered the game.
Okay, this room is really tall.
Yeah, that makes me pretty nervous about how big that old Tiro is gonna be.
Whoa, crap. There he is.
We arrived too late. Tiro stirs to life.
Give it up, nerdos! You arrived just in time to see Tiro reborn. He just needs to charge a couple more minutes. Then hello, Tiro Town!
Dang, evil chip. You got Tiro hooked up on some dang old jumper cables attached to that there heart of Tiro? I don't want to say that looks tacky, but, you know, me talking.
Hey, Sheriff, is that you?
Yeah, boy, we gonna get you out of here.
Chip! Psst. Oh, crap.
What is the matter?
Hi, guys!
Dang, there's two of them.
I'm so glad you're here to rescue me and Uno! Do you like this last little flourish I've pulled off? While you're trying to decide which is your correct chip, Tiro will finish charging. Pretty ingenious.
So you didn't need to have two chips in here.
I absolutely did. Positive, negative ground. But of course you don't know how to jump a car, Nita. You've never known cars, in this or any timeline.
He's right, isn't he, Bonita?
Of course he's right.
Friends, Tiro's ominous laughter has me gravely concerned. Let us get Chip and zoop out of here so we can mount a defense of the town. We can evacuate citizens via the trick-or-treat portal.
That's a good idea, Fred, but how do we know which chip is our chip?
Just take both of us.
We can't! Zoltan can only zoop 4 people! Ugh, you two are exactly alike. I can't see any differences.
Identical robe, hair with identical cowlick. They even both have the same ketchup blob on their right cheeks. From the corn dogs at the theme park. We're exactly the same! Jinx, stop that! Stop saying Jinx! I need to get back home! Tiro, pal, walk to me! There you go! Take a step!
I don't like this.
Hang on now. Wait, do y'all see it? Look at them teddy bears.
Uno? They both have a bear, 3 eyes.
Soft black fur. He's the best bear in the world!
Oh crap, I see. The bears have different colored eyes. One's blue, one's brown. Oh man.
So, our choosing the correct chip boils down to whether you can remember the eye color of a theme park teddy bear. This is madness.
Yep. It's madness.
Walk for me, Tiro. Step, step, step. Good job.
Oh, okay. I can remember this. Wait, of course I remember this. This is so dumb.
What, Bonita?
Sheriff, do you remember when Chip asked me to hold Uno while he went into the bathroom and I said sure because please don't bring it into the bathroom, you know?
Yeah, you say that a lot now.
Chip said, "Hey Nita, doesn't this bear remind you of someone?" And we both said at the same time, yeah it kind of looks like Mr. Goliath. Mr. Goliath has brown eyes, because remember that time I told him he looked like Errol Flynn and he loved that? It was a whole thing about his eye color, remember?
Of course I remember!
Grab my hand, correct Chipperoo. Hold hands, y'all.
Tiro, he walks! Now walk free, Tiro! Tiro is tearing down the walls! Who has Zoltan?
I've got him. 4 to zoop out.